Alright, it's Adam here, 10 Lowe's Daisy, here making another video for you. It's a Raxy video. I think minion path is blocked, so it's poison and darkness, or it might be darkness path is blocked. And depending on which path is blocked, the fight changes completely, so I'm not going to go into too much detail about much. I'm just going to make it through. This is just kind of like a no enrage kill. Just give you the basics of like how to fight her, and then you can learn the differences, you know, like what happens for each path. But you want to bring a lot of food, as it's got 4 phases. It is a pretty long fight. Your best gear. So I'm going to just do the poison path, the middle path here. And since I'm in an instance, she automatically spawns to what's weakest to me. So she's going to be a mage spider. So start your web burning. And first thing you want to do is use anticipate, because she's going to see she swiped right there. If I hadn't used anticipate, she'd have pulled me in and swiped me. Like 4, 5, 6, 7, 8k, depending on like how enraged she is. But what you want to do is every like 4 or 5 attacks, use freedom or anticipate. So if the time before you used anticipate, use freedom the next time, and anticipate the next time after that. It's pretty straightforward DPS. First wave. Dreadnips help. She's got several moves. She's done all 3 of them. The first one was the swipe, then the web shield, and then the cocoon. What you want to do is, if you have anticipate or freedom active, you just click as fast as you can to get out of the cocoon. Or if she pulls you with the swipe, just click away just like that. Otherwise, you're going to get hit that big hit. So it's pretty important to keep on the anticipate and freedom every 4 or 5 attacks. I mean, you don't have to sit there and count every one. You can kind of feel when she's about to do it. So it's pretty simple. Just DPS as much as you can. I bring a Ring of Vigor for ultimates, just to save that adrenaline, and then adrenaline pot if you can, and the Ring of Death and Ring of Wealth also, or not Ring of Wealth, but Ring of Luck of the Dwarves for you know, since she drops such big drops, I'll take any little bit I can take. Maybe I'll get lucky. It's worked several times for me here. So what you want to do is get her down to about 5,000 hit points. And when she's in the web shield, if you got Death Swiftness active, do get out of the Death Swiftness, because any damage you do to her when she's in the web shield gets reflected back to you. And if you're in Death Swiftness, that's an easy 1-hit KO sometimes, depending, like I said, on the enrage. See, it's pretty easy to get out of the cocoon as long as you have Anticipated Freedom active. So what I usually do is get her down to about 5,000 life points, because actually they won't let her die. Her spiders, they won't let her die. So if she gets down to 0 before the 4th wave, then they'll keep healing her to about 5,000. So anything under 5,000, I just move on to the next wave, just to transfer it on. This one, it's pretty easy. What you want to do is get into the poison. And when she launches those eggs, try to stand in the middle of them. You only get hit at 300 if you get in the middle of them, and it takes them all out and doesn't spawn any spiders. But it's kind of hard when you're moving from area to area. If there's any spiders, I usually take them out before I take her out. But you want her in the pool like she is right now. And you want her to fill up her poison acidity level to at least about halfway or higher. That she needs to get that much poison so she can degrade this bridge. And that'll move us on to the 3rd wave. So that's kind of important. See how I did those eggs there? That's exactly how you want to do those eggs. One thing on the poison is if she slams with her front arms the ground and shoots this little green sludge ball out, that's a one-hit spider, and you want to pay attention to where that lands and get away from it, because it will kill you. So definitely do that. Right. Yeah, see there, you should go. See there's the one-hit spider. So I'm gonna run over to this other side of the bridge over here, because it's a straight-up one-hit KO. So, and he has a little bar over his head, and once that's full, he'll die. So you don't have to worry about him anymore. She likes to spawn those more and more. The worst part of it on this is when she spawns them underneath her on the bridge up here. And they can come out from under her like really quickly, and you have barely any chance to get away. So I'd like to have Surge for that. But you want to try to get her life points down as low as you can before moving on. So now that we got her up here, see how the bridge changed colors? That means it's actually degrading the bridge, and that's what we want. Their poison starts draining out onto the bridge and it degrades it. So you move on to the next wave. Oop, swipe. Ooh, got lucky she didn't get me there. See, there we go. She degraded the bridge, so we just click right there to move on. Come over here. Get your anticipating freedom working right away, because she has a tendency to pull you immediately for a swipe when you least expect it on the wave changes. On this wave, she spawns these highly acidic poison spiders. You want to just click on them to get them on you, and then drag them into her. And that is about all you need to do on this wave for as far as the poison. Depending on the path, you might have to do 3 or 4 poison spiders as opposed to just the one like I just did. But since it's poison minion, now she starts spawning her minion spiders, and you just pretty much got to take them out. But all times, make sure that you're still doing that, anticipating a freedom, because it's very important. This spider right there with the red butt, that's a pulse spider. It heals Araxi, so I take them out like right away. And if you see a light gray spider, it's called a mirror back spider, and any damage you do to her gets instantly reflected to you by that mirror back spider. You definitely want to take that thing out. Sorry, I was sitting there talking, I didn't realize I was not overloaded, so we'll get it going a little bit quicker here. Right here's a mirror back. He's the main thing you want to watch out for, and the second thing is these pulse spiders. The mirror back spider, it's like hitting yourself with death swiftness and hitting like a snapshot or something like that. On these minions, bombardment works really good, and so does what is it? Corruption shot. Yeah, two good abilities. Anything, any AOE abilities, just to speed up the kill. You're gonna just take more damage the longer you're here, so anything you could do to speed up the kill is a good thing. Once she spawns all the minions, the little minion symbol goes away up there. So, whoops, got swiped.
I mean, either way, we have that.
There we go. If she pulls you, just click away like that, man. It's not that hard. I mean, it can all add up. She has a tendency to combo her abilities. See, now it says that they've ran out of energy to heal Araxi, so now is when you really want to pour on the DPS. Also, making sure you got your anticipating freedoms active, of course.
saw it. I said, you gotta go.
Right. See, she didn't pull me because
To the store.
I had anticipated freedom working. She doesn't really bleed you, so you don't have to worry about bleeds too much.
Nah.
She does have a tendency to, after when you do death swiftness, to throw down a web shield or whatever. See, I was just doing some pretty good DPS right there, and she threw down the web shield. So sometimes I'll still hit her if I have a lot of food, like I do now. But like, no danger really in needing it, so I'll just DPS through the web shield sometimes. It just depends. The eggs can get annoying. Just keep DPSing. Sometimes takes a little bit. This wave takes a while because you got the spiders and then the acidic spiders to worry about. So that was a one-hit spider. He almost got me. I'm not used to talking while I'm killing, so. But gotta watch out for those guys, man. It's a quick way to end yourself. And as she gets higher and higher enraged, cocoons and stuff do more damage. So right now she's only 60% enraged, so it's not bad really at all. I take it more damage than I normally do. See, there's a one-hit spider right there. She spit him out. He's gonna take a little bit to come up, but it doesn't hurt to surge away. And if you kill her, like life points here, even if the one-hit spider's out, it won't kill you. It'll just send you over to the next phase. So what I do is I surge right there, because then I get a head start over here. I kind of like to fight her from over here, just my personal preference. And she kills him, and then here you're gonna have to prayer switch, so it gets a little bit more interesting. Make sure you use Anticipator Freedom like pretty much in the beginning, see, because she used that special. That could have been a swipe, but it wasn't, luckily. Try to get up to Death Swiftness and Death Swiftness here. Just DPS. Main thing, she does 2 attacks and then switches back to the other attack. So she's probably gonna come with Mage right here. So protect Mage. And then back to range for 2 attacks. Then back to Mage. So it's a constant switch between protection prayers. Also, you got to make sure that you're doing the Anticipate Freedom thing too, because that right there would have been a one-hit KO. When she starts getting enraged, your attack speed up a little bit, but not too much. It's pretty much the same. So just keep DPSing. At 20,000 life points, she's gonna throw you another curveball. She'll stop pulling and doing her supers, but she'll let out a sludge wave, and that thing is pretty deadly. Pretty much you just want to move one square. There it is right there. Just keep DPSing right now and just prayer switching. But get ready for that to land on you. When that lands on you, just move one square away. Just like that. Just make sure that you move one square away and it won't hurt you any longer. But just keep prayer switching and just watch for that thing to land on you. Right before she dies, switch to your Luck of the Dwarves, and there you go. Search her. Not that great of a drop. That's 500k, but I mean some supplies and stuff. But that's it. Let's go for a pet chance. Nope. Darn. No. That's about it.
Well, this is